As we continue to develop our project, we may want to try different massing options and take a closer look at the selected weather station now that we understand the site more, and then also back to scenarios and how we can leverage those within a particular run. We're going to start a brand new project, seeing as this is a different design that we're going to look at. This particular mass that we're about to create, by the way, will be also compared to a later project that's more detailed with Revit elements such as walls and roofs and ceilings and even furniture and toilet room accessories, specialty equipment and things like that. So again, we're drawing the footprint of the building using the mass command in the level 1 floor plan view. We're going to quickly work our way around the building. Again, this is all in millimeters. We have a little curved edge here on the southeast side of the building. We're going to switch to a 3D view and extrude this up. If we know the height, we can just type it in. We're going to go to an elevation and make sure our second floor level is at the correct elevation. And in this case, we're going to superimpose level 1 and level 2 as mass floors. So we select the mass. On the ribbon, we select the mass floors command. That gives us the opportunity to create those analytical floors. That gives us the correct square footage for the overall building. And it also helps the algorithm to figure out spaces within the building. We're going to select Duluth, Minnesota. Notice that design heating load was minus 22 degrees. Here's another weather station that has approximately a 600-foot elevation difference that has a different design heating load. And yet another option. And all of these are either the same distance apart or fairly close to each other. One of these is also next to a large body of water, the Great Lakes in the United States, Lake Superior. Once we have the mass created, we can go ahead and push that out to Insight. So we created the mass, applied the mass floors, specified our location on Earth, and then once that run is done, we can pull that into the project that we've already been looking at. This will give us some comparative results. So this is the same square footage building, but 2 stories, a little bit bigger footprint as compared to the rectangular building we were previously looking at. Here we can give this run a name to help us keep all of these different designs in order. Notice the results here in Insight. We can start to flip these tiles, and which are also called widgets, and remember the triangle is the current setting coming from Revit. We'll go back out to the project level. And we spent some time perhaps creating a scenario with certain inputs. We can save that scenario so that we preserve all of these settings. And then we'll go back out to the main project. And we'll take a look again at how we can apply one scenario that's been created within this project to all of the runs. And this will, for the most part, give us pretty good apples to apples comparison based on the geometry. And then each one of these runs is hardwired to a specific weather station and location on Earth. So of course that is one of the things that will be different, which might be part of the design. We're looking at different shapes but also possibly different locations for a company's headquarters, for example. Here we can see that this net zero run that we selected has been dialed in to one input mostly for all of these, and notice it's not just the best input.